here for another wonderful day with our Millionaire Mindset Practice with another wonderful topic, that is how to leverage the loan for appreciating assets so that you can build a wealth wisely. Now, when we talk about loan, when we are talking about loan, many people are very afraid, okay, thinking that taking loan is bad. There are two types of loan. One is good loan, another one is bad loan. What is the meaning of good loan? That loan which is helping you to build your asset, which is helping you to empower yourself, or which is helping you to get more wealth in your life. Bad loan, maybe you're taking that loan unknowingly, whereas you are not earning anything out of that, but the amount which you are paying in the form of interest, which is more, so that may turn as a bad loan. Now, in both ways, you can maybe in the initial stage, you are not in a position to invest your money for anything. You can take a loan, but you should be very careful before taking a loan. You have to think about some of the effects, and then you have to take a loan. And after you take a loan, it is very important. You are paying that interest, and maybe you are avoiding the penalty so that you can save a lot more of money for yourself and for your family. Maybe we can think about the real estate loan, that is a home loan. Many of the people are taking home loan. There are two reasons. One, they wanted to have an asset, their own property. And second thing, they know that they will get the income tax benefit as well. And once, after maybe 15 years or 20 years, once they completed their loan, then automatically that asset will be that asset is appreciating, and that asset is theirs. Okay, that may be one of the taking a wrong thinking here, taking a loan and they are giving it for rent. When you're giving it for rent, you can give, but you have to imagine that rental yield you are going to get. It should be minimum 5%. If you are getting a rental yield, then it is okay. Nowadays, earlier when I started a loan, my loan interest was like 7.1%. And that was a very cheap loan, like in the sense, very decent loan. But even today, home loan based on like it has gone up to 8.5, 8.6. And there are some people even paying loan like interest for 9.5 and 10% as well. And again, it depends upon you are earning. It is A khata, then definitely you are getting at lesser interest rate. If it is B khata, then definitely the interest rate is more. C khata, definitely there are very get a loan plus the interest may be definitely more. That's why you have to be very careful when you are selecting a property. Another way to increase your asset value, that is if you are taking a loan, a home loan, or you are choosing a property in a very good city, or like where the city is having lot giving you, maybe you are getting someone waiting to take a property, or they're ready to take that one. If that is the case, then definitely that may be the best option. Second important loan, maybe you can consider as a good loan, that may be an education loan. The very interesting part is, even if you are taking an education loan for yourself, for your wife or spouse, whoever it may be, and even children, one, definitely they are empowering themselves, or you may also can empower for yourself. And definitely with that education, you are having a lot more opportunities where you can earn more. That is going to be a definitely positive impact and positive good loan. Simultaneously, even benefit tax in income tax benefit also there. So even if you are paying a loan for you will get a tax benefit up to 8 years. You are going to have that one. Next, even for your children, even for yourself, you are getting a tax benefit. So these may be a good option. There are some people who are stock market. If you are good enough and you know 100% you knowledge, and maybe you are paying 8.6%, and definitely you know that every month on month, maybe you are getting 20%, 30%, it's a good option. But suppose you are a new one, you don't know anything about stock market, and you don't know what are the strategies used, because stock market is not the, it may be there is lot of up and down. So you have to ready for everything. I know friend, like he has invested lot of money by taking somebody else money stock market, and in 2008 when there was a recession, like he has lost lot of money, and he has almost 8, he was in debt. He has taken that money, invested in stock market, and lost, and he required another 5 more years to pay back that loan. Please don't do that type of mistake in your life. So that is very, very important that you are considering all the factors, doing the research, and if it is suitable for you and you are ready for that, then only you take such type of loan. Otherwise, it is absolutely no for that. You can learn, you can implement those things later, you can earn slowly, slowly, slowly. Simultaneously, there are some people, they are having a very good idea, and they know that they are investing in a business and that business is going to flourish. They are everything, every preparation, then absolutely that loan is also good, because you know that you are investing, and because of that idea, you are increasing your wealth. So these are some of the examples you can consider for increasing your wealth. Okay. Now, when it comes to when you are taking a loan, you have to consider the first thing you have to consider, that is your present financial situation. What is your income? Is that income is a stable income? Are you getting the same income? Is there any chances that you may not get? Maybe your business is in risk. At that moment, if you are thinking that I'm taking a loan and I'm 100% sure that I'm having this job permanently, then it is okay. Otherwise, please think twice before taking any loan. Second important things, what is the purpose of taking your loan? Are you taking that loan off? That means, are you taking a home just to show off your family members or to your colleagues? Are you buying a car? Are you earning something from that? Say, for example, if you want to buy, there are two reasons. One, you just wanted to show off to your friends that I'm good enough and I have a money to buy an iPhone. There are second way, many people, maybe like they are, what you can say that for their business purpose. They can publish a video or maybe many other things they can store, and they can speed up their business, and they're earning money out of that. If that is the situation, then it is okay. Otherwise, think twice. And there is a saying that when you are taking a loan, you have to think this way. If suppose you have a capacity to buy a loan, you take an item two times, then it is, you can consider that it is a right time. Means, for example, you have bought an iPhone, okay? Immediately the iPhone has dropped down and iPhone is smashed. You cannot use this iPhone. Simultaneously, immediately, can you buy iPhone? If you can buy, then definitely you have a capacity to buy that iPhone. If you don't have, if you are thinking that, oh, then definitely it is not a right time to buy that phone. Okay, it is not only for phone, any of the items you can consider. Okay, so that second reason you have to consider is what is the purpose of having that loan. And the third important thing you have to do here, do your research, do your thorough research. Item, any loan, consider from 2 to 3 companies or 2 to 3 finance companies, or at least spend some time. Don't just go think that, okay, this is the best company or this is a reasonable interest. Spend some time, find out what is the loopholes, what is a positive and negative, and find out what is the interest which you are going to pay. Second important thing, suppose if you are not paying that interest, what may be the consequences? How much time they give? How much interest they are going to pay for your credit cards, for your personal loan, without any collateral? If you have taken any loan, the chances are high that you are paying 36% to 48% interest for those kind of loans. So find out, do a research, then take a decision. Next important thing, you have to understand, do you have a sustainable income? Do you have a sustainable income? If you don't have a sustainable income, please for decision for taking a loan. Okay. Next, diversify your portfolio. That means don't buy 4 or 5 properties. Don't invest, don't take a loan and invest in the stock market. Diversify your portfolio. Understand that anything can happen anytime. You should be ready to face any of the consequences. Next very important item is understanding loan terms that I already explained it. What is the duration? What is the penalty? What is the interest? And not only that, there are some terms and conditions. If suppose there is a death, for example, the person is due to any of the reasons that person is dying, what is the next consequences? What will happen to that? Whether the nominee has to pay that. If suppose if you are taking a pre-closing charges. Thank you so much for reminding me that. What is the pre-closing charges? There are many times banks are not allowing you to pre-close that loan. So at that time you have to pay some. You have to you may end up paying additional amount for that. So next important thing, monitor and adjust. Very important. Even if you have taken a loan for maybe 15 years, 18 years or 20 years, don't just blindly, okay, it is going on, let it go, whatever it happen, I am not bothered. Don't do that. Please at least bank ask the statement. Is it sometimes banks unknowingly are charging something extra? You may not be knowing why they are charging. Ask them what is it happening and why it is happening. Simultaneously check with some other banks, because sometimes there are 2 types of interest rates, floating and the fixed interest rate. And whenever there is a economic condition is changing, banks are changing the interest rate if there is a floating interest rate. Whether it is impacting you or not, find out. And once you do all things, then definitely you can save a lot of money. And you can, it is always, according to me, maybe for me, if you don't have loan, then definitely they forget about increasing the assets. You have a peace of mind. When you have more loan, like you are always thinking about that loan, because that is always hitting you, saying that there is a loan. And you may not be having the interest to invest in some other things or maybe your own education. So make sure that it depends upon you how you are taking it. So it depends upon you how you are ready to invest that and multiply your wealth. Ultimately, your focus should be whatever the loan you are taking, that has to appreciate your assets. Okay. So these are the things you have to consider before buying a loan. And maybe you have to think, you have to make a list of all these things, and you have to think, are you eligible to take a loan? Why I am asking? Because even banks are checking your eligibility. Now, what are those eligibility? The first and foremost thing, credit score. If you are defaulted earlier, there are very less chances that you are getting a loan. Your score should approximately more than 675. Your credit score. And if it is more than 700, there are more chances that you are getting a loan. So don't default your previous loan so that you can have more chance to get a next loan. Next important thing, income level. It depends upon your income level. They will consider how much loan I can give. Next important thing, what is the amount of loan you require? How much, one-time payment, what we can say that 80% or 20% you wanted to pay off one time, and rest of the amount you are taking a loan. And here consider, whenever you are taking a loan, your EMI should not go more than 40% of your income. This is a money management system which we are teaching in our classes and in our inner circle calls. More than 40% should not be your EMI. Otherwise, later it may be very difficult to pay off that loan when your income is decreasing. Okay. Next important thing they will consider employment status. Are you in a government job? Definitely you are having more chances to get that one. Are you changing your job once a year? Then there may be a less chances because you are not consistent, and even banks are not sure that whether you are going to be there in that company or not. So if you are stayed long in the same company, you are having more chances to get the loan. Okay. And next, relationship with the bankers or relationship with the lenders. Like, what is the relationship we are maintaining? Based on that also, there are chances of getting the loan. So these are the important factors you have to consider and you have to maintain. Then only you can get a good loan and you can definitely appreciate that loan. And important thing, pay off your interest and penalty before due date. Okay, this is an important hack. Whatever the loan may be, how much maybe you are paying that one, make sure that you are paying the interest and penalty before due date so that you can avoid the penalty. You need not to pay the penalty as well. Okay. So thank you so much for that. If you wanted to learn such important things about personal finance, please be there in our group and every day join our Millionaire Mindset Practice so that you are learning a lot more things about personal finance. You can be a master of your own personal finance so that you need not to give a control of your money to somebody else. Important aspect, connect with your money before it disconnects with you. Take responsibility about your money because you are the boss for your money. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. We will meet you tomorrow with another interesting topic. If you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe it and share it with your friends and family members, those who need this personal financial education in their life. Along with you, let them also grow in their life and safeguard their money. Thank you so much for that. Love you all.